is a fish. To be more precise, this is my pet betta fish, Dwight. Dwight is a special fish, not because he's a battle-scarred Elastica beat-loving paper salesman, but because Dwight has been raised in a unique environment. I've raised Dwight since he was an embryo. Dwight's siblings, Jim and Creed, were all raised in different environments with a differing amount of an important developmental acid called folic acid. Folic acid is a vitamin B that is important for an embryo development. Folic acid in its natural state is called folate acid. Many pregnant women take folic acid pills in order to reduce the risk of brain defects. But despite the belief to take as many vitamins as you possibly can, that can actually sometimes hinder development. I know, your parents have been making you take those Flintstone gummies for way too long. Research done at Harvard Medical Center has determined that taking too much folic acid could lead to problems in the nervous system, such as dementia. Take Dwight here. Him and his siblings were all raised in different amounts of folic acid. Dwight's embryo was placed in a solution that contains 100 times the amount that was recommended for a betta fish. His big bro, Jim, was given the normal recommended amount of folic acid, and Creed was given 0 folic acid. Based on popular belief that more vitamins equals a healthier body, both Jim and Dwight should be hunky-dory, and Creed should just be, well, Creed. However, that wasn't really what we saw during development. Through a microscope, my lab group and I were able to see a difference in the spinal cord development. As expected, Jim did great. His spinal cord developed over a timeline that was predicted for a normal betta fish embryo. Surprisingly, Creed and Dwight both ended up developing their spinal cord at the same rate, which was about a day or so behind Jim. So, why is this? Based on what we know about folic acid, Dwight should have developed even faster, if not just as good as Jim did. So why is he matched up with Creed? You could just chalk this up to human error, but other research has supported the conclusion that me and my team came to. What happened to poor old Dwight is that he had too much folic acid in his bloodstream. All the vitamin B was bouncing around trying to enter the blood vessel, but they just kept knocking into each other. His body wasn't able to absorb it and use folic acid efficiently. This just led to the folic acid we added being useless. This is why vitamin dosage is so difficult. Take too much, it's all mute. Take too little and you can get scurvy. What's the best thing to do? Watch what you eat. If you consume a lot of fruits, vegetables, and honestly, just any healthy cereal, you may not need to take all those multivitamins. But if you're a person who can never seem to get a chance to eat healthy, vitamins might be good for you. The important thing to remember is that every person is different. We all eat different amounts of food, do different levels of activity, so think about yourself before determining how much you need to take. And remember this the next time you swallow 3 whole vitamin C packets when you get a cold. You could just be making it worse.